Disney World in 2025 is magical, massive, extremely fun, and yeah, it can definitely be expensive. But what if I told you that you can still do Disney for under $100 a day and not feel like you're missing out on any of the experiences inside and outside of the parks? In this video, I'm going to be breaking down how to plan smart, save big, and still enjoy everything and get a full Disney experience. And stay tuned because I'll tell you which park to visit on which days to save even more money and time. Right. So let's define the $100 a day challenge. So we're talking about covering things from the park ticket to transportation, one meal, snacks or drinks in the park, as well as a ride strategy that lets you skip the lines without paying for Genie Plus every single day in every single park. So my family's been able to go to Disney the last 2 years consistently, and I have some tips, tricks, and hacks that could definitely help you with your next Disney vacation. So let's break it down. The park ticket itself, at regular price, standard price, is $109 plus tax, but you can drop that price depending on if you are military, Florida resident, or doing a multi-day discount of some sort. For transportation, free travel into or out of the parks with Disney buses, shuttles, and parking if you are staying at a Disney resort or Shades of Green. This is definitely going to be advantageous to getting around that $100 a day challenge. And for meals, I suggest aiming for $20 or less per day, and by choosing smart dining spots and even bringing food or snacks into the park, which is a perfect segue into talking about snacks that are going to help you stay energized, make sure you're not missing meals, make sure you're not overspending on things inside the parks. Yes, you can bring in your own water and your own snacks, and I'll show you exactly how to make that work. So here are the best ways to save on tickets in 2025. For military members, I want you to use the Disney Military Salute 4 or 5 day tickets, which is a tremendous and huge discount, which ends up saving you about $70 to $80 per day. And if you're a Florida resident, you get flexible pricing and special promos all year long. So I want you to check out the Disney Florida resident page. And if you're a tourist and coming from somewhere else in the country, I want you to use Undercover Tourist or buy multi-day tickets, which is going to help bring the price down to about $95 per day per person, as well as skipping the park hopper. So this is something that will get conflicting reviews, but if you skip the park hopper and stick to one park per day, you can end up saving $65 or more doing this method. And where should you stay without breaking the bank? Here are some of the best lodging options if you're on a tight budget and trying to be cognizant of this. So for military, as I mentioned in my last video, Shades of Green is a Disney-owned resort with deluxe perks at a moderate price. And for Disney Value resorts, such as Pop Century or All-Star, you can get free transportation and early park entry. So you can get over to some of those rides in advance, before the lines, before the heat, before everything. And if you're staying off property, try hotels that are a little bit further out, such as Lake Buena Vista or Kissimmee, that have shuttles to the parks, where the prices for these specific hotels in these areas could be under $90 a night. One pro tip I do have is some of the best budget hotels tend to offer free breakfast. And what can you save with that? You can save money and time, and you can also pay for less meals per day. One less meal is going to make a big difference over the course of 3, 4, 5, or 6 days in and outside of these parks. Choosing the right park on the right day can save you a lot more money as well as time, and especially the headaches. So here is my 2025 strategy. So on Tuesdays, I want you to visit Animal Kingdom. Why would you do this? Because it's going to be less crowded on weekdays. It tends to be a half-day park where you could see and do everything within just a half day instead of a full day experience. And also there's lower food costs associated with Animal Kingdom if you're just doing a half day. And what I want you to do is rope drop the Flight of Passage ride, and then enjoy the different trails and shows and other offers in that Animal Kingdom park. And for cost savings, you don't need Genie Plus for this park specifically, especially if you're only doing a half day. And there's fewer snack temptations if you're not in the park for that long. On Wednesday, I want you to check out Epcot. This is going to be midweek, which tends to also have lower crowds. Epcot is always fun with a lot of food and drink options, but I want you to also pack snacks and explore the World Showcase. Do some of the free things, such as the free tastings, go to the interactive exhibits, and the relaxing chill rides such as Spaceship Earth. And a pro tip I do have for this, to avoid binging on a lot of the Epcot food, is to share snacks from the festival booths or quick service stands that are in this park. Thursday, let's check out Magic Kingdom. Yes, this is the busiest. Yes, this is the most iconic. Yes, this is the most popular. But going on a Thursday allows you to save some of that time with lower crowds. If you use early entry or stack a lightning lane selection in the app, you can stay on property, get to the park for free, and also get to the rides quicker. And I want you to focus on one thing. I want you to focus on free shows, free parades, as well as the free fireworks. And one pro tip I do have is to bring your own lunch and eat on the grass, right with the castle right in the background. Enjoying those castle views is a picturesque place to enjoy a lunch, also while saving money. Next, let's move on to Friday. So, headed over to Hollywood Studios. This is a competitive park, but it's manageable if you have a specific plan and a strategy to tackle this park. So skip the Genie Plus and rope drop the Slinky Dog Dash ride, and by doing the shows during those peak times. One free tip I do have is that the Indiana Jones stunt show and the Frozen sing-along are fantastic, and they're in shaded areas, which is going to keep you out of that Florida sun and that Florida heat. And it's going to be a nice little relaxing break for your family and for your little ones. Disney food can drain your wallet fast, but here is how you can eat smart in and around these parks. Disney lets you bring your own water in, but it has to be in sealed bottles, and you can refill these at the different fountains and stations all around these parks. Packing snacks such as protein bars, trail mix, or Uncrustables can save you $20 or more per meal. And I would just suggest also getting things that will not melt in the sun or the heat. And moving back towards the best budget deals that I do have. So some meals tend to cost $12 to $15. My suggestions is going to be in Magic Kingdom, go to the Columbia Harbor House and split one of the meal combos. If you're at Epcot, go over to Regal Eagle Smokehouse, which also has shareable barbecue plates. In Animal Kingdom, go over to Flame Tree Barbecue. And last but not least, Hollywood Studios, I want you to go over to ABC Commissary or Woody's Lunchbox. And one bonus tip I do have is to ask for free cups of ice water at any of these quick service locations in the parks. So Disney Magic doesn't always need to cost money. Here are some free magic that most tourists tend to not know about these parks. So pin trading is actually a really big thing in the Disney community. So trade pins with cast members inside these parks. I would recommend buying these cheap sets of pins online to trade in the parks. And if you're planning on going to multiple resorts per day, you can go resort hopping, take the monorail directly from Magic Kingdom to go to Grand Floridian, Polynesian Resort, or even Contemporary, just from one free monorail. These photo ops in these parks are huge, so make sure that you bring your own camera to take in those amazing castle shots, the different murals, the setups, the different character statues, and more. Additionally, enjoy the free fireworks. Watch those Magic Kingdom fireworks every single night inside the park, or if you're not at that park, I suggest watching it from the Polynesian Beach at the Polynesian Resort completely for free. So doing Disney under $100 a day in 2025 is totally possible, and you just need a smart strategy and a strategic plan and the right hacks. So drop a like if this video helped you plan your trip. Definitely subscribe for more Disney and travel savings, and let me know in the comments, what's your #1 Disney savings tip or question? Thanks for watching, and remember, magic in these parks is real, even on a budget. Stay traveling.